Knew about journalism. The publisher had taught him. It had been a combative education. Minorikawa learned despite himself as the two men constantly butted heads. "Oh, give me a break! What's wrong with my article?" he shouted. His voice was so loud that it was loud enough to carry through the editing department. "Shut up! I told you to rewrite it, so rewrite it!" Toyama was sticking to his guns. I recalled the scenes from days when the two men had worked at the same newspaper and Toyama was his boss. Toyama was a copy editor for local news known as the Red Pen Gatekeeper. He would go round checking young reporters' copy like mad. Due to his vigorous efforts, a great many articles never made it to the page. What's wrong with it? Show me what's wrong with it. All of it! How can it be all of it? Co-workers stared, keeping the distance as the pair screamed themselves red in the face. These arguments had become a regular occurrence, regular enough that everybody had learned not to try and intervene. "I poured my heart and soul into this piece. Go back and read it again." "I could read it over and over and it'd still be the same thing. A load of self-important claptrap. Now, go calm down and write me a more neutral piece." Neutral. Taking neither of two opposing sides, the media typically seeks to adopt a neutral stance. Bullshit. In reporting the news. Frequently, however, bias reporting still results in one-sided thinking taking hold amongst the general public. In the end, it is up to the individual to make an objective assessment of any news event. "Calm down, you must be joking. I write what I feel is in my heart. That's the only thing I refuse to back down on." "Then it's the one thing that'll keep getting your copy rejected." "Aren't you the one who told me to be bold and daring with my writing?" "Yeah, I did, but I don't remember telling you to write me garbage." Minorikawa and Toyama were practically at each other's throats. Still, despite these almost daily shouting matches, Minorikawa never resented Toyama. Not really. How could he write a piece in a way that would shut Toyama up? Trying to figure that out was how he had developed his skills as a reporter. I'm not sure I'd call them skills. Up until he quit his position at the newspaper to start his own publishing company, Toyama had been a stubborn old man in the finest sense of the term. Now a dying breed in Japan. Charming. The sort who'd be inclined to use knuckles before words to remedy a child's bad behaviour. Inflexible, but still emotionally brittle, their signature move is to drive a wayward kid out of the house with the exclamation, "You fool! You're no son of mine, I disown you!" Only to wait a while, go find the son, who's crying down by the dry riverbed, and calmly murmur, "Come on, your supper is getting cold." Yeah, that's a fairly accurate term. But then, in order to keep his company afloat, at some point he had abandoned all his ideals and principles. It was disgraceful. Just disgraceful. Thinking about it made his blood boil. It rankled him to know that such a pathetic remnant of a man had been such an influence on him. He reminded himself once again that he needed to wrap up his current job as soon as possible.